It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run, and it's also a first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Denver first down.
Every staff in the league that understands it, we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guy.
The speed on display. He's in. Devon Vele. Touchdown, Broncos. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. The Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutt's going to send this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. Throwing on second down, Richardson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. That's to the left side and taken in by Downs.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Richardson operating from the pistol. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
A second down throw for Richardson. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's going to have a Colts first down. Now, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Colts.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. And this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He finds his man, Troutman. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range, but for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On second down, it's Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
On the ground, this is Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now, a second down throw for Nix. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and third down coming up.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Throwing is Nix. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Josh Downs now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense about ready to get going on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll take this to about the 28. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for downs. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Throwing, Richardson. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. He'll tuck it and take off. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. On 2nd down, Richardson. Catch made, that's Pittman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Richardson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So, the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. He's gonna look for the home run ball. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Broncos are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. On the return, this is down. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Colts offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Richardson to throw. Looking middle, and he's got downs. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's Richardson. Gonna keep this himself. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
Anthony Richardson. I mean, it's not hard to see why they want to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, both as a passer, but when you can get him as a designed runner, his size and speed, he is a handful for defenses.
On first down, it's Richardson. That one into the hands of Downs. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Richardson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Now Gay for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Colts make the lead 4. It is 17-13. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Now he takes off. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. It's another run here for Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
They'll go play action with Nix. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27, a pickup of 7. Second down and 3. Here's Richardson. He's going to run it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. Third and a yard. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the 1st down at the 49-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll decide to keep this once more. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10 now from the 36. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll be taken down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Now Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Richardson. He's got it at the 3. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indy. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That one caught Devon Vele. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He finds his man, Troutman. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On first down, here's Nix to throw.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. First and 10. Back to throw is Nix. He keeps it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
It is second and a yard. They'll drop to throw. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That one, take it in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Throwing is Nix. That's caught, so they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
The Colts offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A give, running right, it's Taylor. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. He'll be stopped just a short gain, down to the 30. Here's a 2nd and 9. They go right back to Taylor. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. To throw, it's Richardson. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
This is the point in the game, Mike. We're on 3rd down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Colts. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.